Hey guys, Mike here with Mike Stickers. So today I wanted to talk to you all about the label printer and options for it. So this one here that I have is the Epson Colorworks C6500, but go ahead and watch the whole video because I want to talk to you about maybe another option that's cheaper than this one that does the exact same thing. So this one here I bought probably about a year and a half ago, maybe almost 2 years ago at this point, from Texas Label Printers. I have no affiliation with them whatsoever. They're not a sponsor, they're not a partner or affiliate or anything like that. Just want to let you know that I sent them like $3,700 and this did end up in the mail. So they're a legitimate company because quite frankly, that's a lot of money for me to be spending. And I was nervous when I spent that much money online, just hoping that it actually was a legit company where it's going to show up. I mean, I obviously called and talked to them on the phone first before purchasing it, but still. Ordering something like that online to me and not being able to go in person makes me nervous. Obviously, I'm in Texas also, but they're in Houston, Texas. I'm in Georgetown, Texas, and those places are pretty far apart. We're at least 3 hours apart. So anyways, this is a full color label printer. It prints off, and I print it onto this rewinder so that it can go onto a cardboard core. This comes separate. This is not part of it, the rewinder. It just comes with the printer itself, and I'm pretty sure it came with ink to start with, but like most printers, I don't think that the cartridges were like 100% full. They're more like sample cartridges. But I think it was like $3,700 plus tax when I got it. I think it was like $36.99 plus tax plus I remember I think I went ahead and bought more ink with it. I bought a maintenance box with it because you have a maintenance box that you have to replace. All the waste ink ends up going into that maintenance box, and that has to be replaced ever so often. And I think that the ink cartridges on these are $45 to $48 a piece, and then the waste box I think is $35 a piece, and you just need one of those obviously every now and then. This one has the ability to print up to 8 inches wide. This is their wide format version. That's what I wanted to talk to you all about. I don't know about a lot of the other Epson printers that they make. I know this is supposed to be a really good one. I think that they have ones that are lower quality than this one. I don't know if Epson makes one better than this one right now, but they do have, there's a company called Afinia, I believe. They make a really good one. It's a memjet technology instead of an inkjet, and it goes way faster than this one. But I'm not at the point where I need that sort of volume. Plus, that printer is way more expensive than this one. I think they start off more around like $8,000 maybe. I could be wrong about that. You can check and see. The same website that I bought this one from has those as well that they sell. They don't sell just Epson. So I'm certainly not just recommended Epson, but this is the one that I've experience with. I do like Epson as a company. I believe that they're within the same company that actually owns the brand Seiko, which I'm a big Seiko watch fan. So for me, I like companies that make good products. I know they make good watches. They seem to make really good printers as well. I have no problems with this. It's been great so far. And I was when I was learning about this early on, I was told that I should buy labels from Hickman Label, which they do make good labels it seems, but I stopped buying from them at a certain point because they are more expensive and they were taking a long time to show up, and I had some alignment issues with some of them. So ever since then, I've been ordering from online labels. They ship way faster, they're a lot cheaper, and I don't have problems with them. They don't seem, I'm not going to say that they're as high of quality. I don't think that they are. I think Hickman is a higher quality label, but I don't think that it's a big enough difference to me that it matters, or quite frankly to my customers that it matters. I don't think they'd ever notice the difference. If you have the two different labels side by side and you print on them and you look at the print quality, I do think the ones on Hickman are higher quality. I think that the ink absorbs into it and lays down on it better, and it ends up with a finished product that looks better. but for what I need and the price difference and the time difference, I think that the online labels are just fine. And so something to keep in mind when you have this, you're gonna want to get a rewinder. This one wasn't as expensive as I was thinking that it was. Sometimes my memory's not great when I buy a bunch of stuff all at once. I bought this all at the same time. I was thinking this was $300, and I had said in some previous videos it's about $300. I think it was actually like $175. I'm gonna try to link it in this video so that y'all can see exactly which one it is. And it works good for this, but there are better ones that I would recommend if you can afford them. I think those ones are maybe like $600 to $800, and but this one works for what I need right now. And you're gonna want to buy some blank cardboard rolls or cores. I'm running out on the ones I use for 1.5 inches. These ones, so something to keep in mind. So I ordered these on Amazon. I think that usually come about 50 of them in a box at once, and you have to calculate that in, obviously, the cost of everything. And that's why I do have minimum amount of orders, minimum amount of labels. I have someone that I require for them to purchase these, because I have to put it on one of these cores, and this obviously costs something. So I don't let them just order like, say, 50 labels. I think my minimum is like 150. And so you want to have some of these on hand and have these ready to go, so you can already have your have that ready. You got to have all the different size labels. So I mean, the cost of everything is kind of expensive, and it does add up quickly, but the profit that you can make on these labels is pretty tremendous. And I think for the time you spend and the cost of the equipment and everything, I think this machine can generate more revenue at a faster pace than the Roland and Graphtec machines. The problem is you have to be able to acquire that business, those customers, that clientele. You have to find the people that want those labels, need those labels, and that are going to order them on a consistent, regular basis. Because I don't have as many customers ordering labels on a consistent basis as I do the die cut stickers. I sell a lot more die cut stickers than labels, but when I sell the labels, it's amazing how fast I can fulfill the orders and the profit that I'm getting off of them. So I would say for sure that the labels is the way to go, as long as you can push that product and acquire those customers. That's part of the business I really want to try to focus on here in the future. And starting out, I was excited about the idea of all the different shapes and sizes you can have cut. You can even have custom die cuts, custom dies made from the label manufacturers, so that they can make them any shape and size you want. But of course, all that costs a lot of money. I'm just offering a few sizes at this point. I'm offering 1.5 inches, 2 inch, 2.5 inch, and 3 inch. I have a coffee roaster company that they do order some larger ones. I think they're 4x6 inch labels, but for the most part, I'm printing smaller labels on this machine. So what I was going to show y'all is that they do have a smaller version of this that's not as expensive. It's $800 cheaper. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you some screenshots on the computer and show you the comparison. I don't think that there's any difference between the two other than the width that they can print. And I don't have all the specs memorized and all that. Y'all can check it out for yourselves, but there's an $800 difference. And so that's something to consider, because I've never, I think, printed anything wider than 6 inches on this one. And even that width is very, very rare. The majority of what I'm printing is between 1.5 inch and 3 inches on this machine, and you can do that on the smaller version of it, and it's $800 cheaper. So something to consider. I'm gonna show you some of the material, or some of the sizes, and an idea of what I'm actually printing with this, and then show you the screenshots of it. So yeah, I've got the 3 inch here, which I don't sell very many 3 inch, honestly. 1.5 inches is my most common size that I sell. there's some taco companies that I deal with. They're good for, these are, say, thank you for supporting small businesses. I sell some of those. These are 2-inch right here. I don't sell, honestly, a whole lot of 2-inch, but I have a client, I don't have any samples of them, but I have a client that buys a lot of 2.5-inch, and then I obviously sell a lot of these 1.5 inch. 1.5 is the most common because of the taco labels that I sell. And you know, you just got to find the right customers. The 2.5-inch ones that I'm selling are for a lemonade company, and they put them on their cups. So just something to consider. Those are sort of some of the businesses you can go after, and those are the businesses that I've had success with marketing these towards. Alright, so this is the one that I have here. It's the Epson Colorworks C6500A. This one cuts for you. As you can see, it has this little cut button right there on the bottom right. And then they have another version where it peels it off automatically for you if you're like on a production line and you want to print one at a time and have it peel it off the back end for you. But this is the one that I have. This one, there, as you can see, it's $3,500 right now. I think it was a little bit more money when I bought it. And then they have an option for either gloss ink or matte ink. The one that I have is gloss ink. You have to decide which one is better for you. They show different scenarios of where, you know, different ones are better depending on what you're trying to do. A lot of detail here you can, or you know, information you can read about it. It comes with different warranty options. I didn't go with any of that. I mean, I've been using mine for a couple of years now, and it seems to be fine. I know I had some frustrations with learning how to use it, but you know, once you learn how to use it, everything's fine. I was trying to see if I could find the specs on this particular one. Here it is, specifications. Alright, so it says that maximum print width is 8.34 inches, so 212 millimeters, and it's all the other specifications should be the same. It's 1200 by 1200 DPI, and so let's look at the other one. So the other one is simply the 6000A instead of 6500. And this one, same thing, it has either gloss or matte ink option. And then the specifications on this one are maximum print width 4.25 inches, so 108 millimeters. So that's going to take care of almost every customer that I could have, even the 4x6, because you can get the labels printed. I'm not printing 6 inches wide when I do the 4x6 inch labels. I'm printing 4 inches wide and I'm printing 6 inches long on the label. So this will work for all of my clients. And this one's $2,700 instead of $3,500, so $800 cheaper. And all the other specs are the same. The ink's the same. Everything else about it is the same. It's just more narrow because it prints more narrow. So it's going to have a smaller footprint, which is going to be a plus. It's probably lighter weight, which is going to be a plus. Let me see if it actually shows the weight on here, because that printer is heavy. It's real heavy. It's not something I like to move around myself because I don't have a great back, but I do every now and then. Yeah, right away I don't see where it says the weight. I think that it's about, I'm going to say 60, 70 pounds, maybe more, maybe closer to 80 pounds. And so I mean, I would think that the smaller version is going to be even lighter weight. But anyways, so it's cheaper, smaller footprint, probably lighter weight, and easier to move around when you need to. So honestly, this is the one that I would, you know, and not even consider. I was going to say consider, but this is the one that I would buy if I were to go all over again. Like I said, I'm not endorsing specifically Texas label printers or anything, but this is where I bought mine from. But I do have personal experience with the Epson Colorworks printer. I'm not affiliated with Epson or anything. I'm just letting you know what I use, what I have experience using, and the fact that I am happy with it. So no issues with it whatsoever so far, and I've been running it for, I believe, almost 2 years now. So anyways, just wanted to tell you all about that and let you know, because I think it's a really good part of the business and something that y'all should consider. You don't have to laminate the labels when you're done. I know some people do finishing, they do lamination on them when they're doing them, real high levels, real high production numbers, but nothing for what I need right now. And they're just really quick. The turnaround on them is really quick and easy. So anyways, y'all take it easy till next time.